need to make a parts part builder. There you go.
Whoa. I don't want to break the wall. I'm going to move these outside because we're losing space.
Okay.
Where would you like them?
Yeah, wherever you want them.
So first is what in order?
Stencil.
Okay. Then
Part builder.
and then tool station.
Yeah.
Missed. Oh shit. There we go. Do you think we need the drying rack anymore for this moment?
I don't think so at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of push it up against the house then, just to give us some space.
Okay.
Sam.
No, that works. Okay, so dark oak. How do I make a dark oak? Coal sapling, water.
I have the iron saplings on me.
Okay.
Oh, are you trying to make dirt?
No, I'm trying to make a dark oak. I need some more dirt, though, it looks like.
What I'm trying to make. I only make one at the moment. Do you want it in one of these boxes or somewhere else?
We need it right next to this guy. This has to be a 4x.
Oh, okay.
And I need a water bottle. So 3 things of glass. I don't know where the dark oak I just had went. I had some dark oak saplings out there in here.
I was gonna say it's not on me.
Alright, got that. Now I need lapis, clay, bone, clay. There's that.
Boo. Boo.
Yeah. Alrighty, we now have lapis.
Yeah, how long are offers good for?
Let me look it up. Should be to tomorrow night.
You know I have a chest just for wood, right?
June 20th at 10 p.m.
That's today.
Yeah, but I think it's just because we had that verbal agreement.
Oh, there's a bunch of dirt right here.
Yeah, it is pretty quiet, Marcus. We tend to be pretty just chill and laid back on it. We're not going for craziness or anything like that.
Never do.
All right, you want to throw a iron sapling right in that one?
In the first one?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're just hanging out, relaxing.
Getting some quiet kidless time in.
Yeah. Yeah, that kidless time's the big one. For better or worse. It drives us pretty crazy when they're not around. We're not currently playing with Prestige. This is the first time I've been playing this in forever. So
First time I've been playing it.
no Prestige this time around. Probably next time.
I'm still trying to get used to Java controls. I usually play Bedrock and I usually play with a controller. So I'm not as cool as he is, but hopefully once I get kind of square on the controllers, no pun intended, I'll be able to allow us to play some more spicy games.
Yeah. Alrighty. Iron, petrified sand.
I'm moving the lapis and the iron up to the next one because they're kind of our next tier stuff.
Okay.
Look at all these beautiful trees right here.
Just wondering because you. Yeah, we're not using capitation.
We're boring like that.
Makes it so. Can't be molten. Damn it. Did I screw that one up?
I don't know.
Probably.
Oh, did you need the acorns and the sap for the lapis?
I will.
Okay. Yeah. Mister.
What?
Taking all my stuff.
Sorry?
That's fine. Ooh, iron resin needs to come with me. Ow. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, I made it and I went, oh yeah, that's how we do that. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Coal, sand.
Yep, that's right.
Table
Molten
seed.
lead. Why was I making that?
What were you trying to do?
Make lead amber. Oh, that's right. Lapis. I need a regular lapis. So I can get that out of a block. Throw that over there. Come on. Oh, I'll be happy when we're able to start automating stuff.
I'm working on it.
I know. I know.
Where'd the bone amber go? Or did you use it all?
I used it all.
Oh, okay.
So what you got there is what you got.
That's fine. I'm just trying to, dead mother things.
I know, I know. Come on.
Tin amber, tin resin.
you know, you should be able to just smelt that one block. Like, that shouldn't be a problem. Now, why are you yelling? Different fluid in the melter, yeah.
All the boys are awake.
Yeah, they're awake. Do you still have the pick on you?
Me?
Might I see it?
I already threw it at
Thank
you.
you. Commit the horrible atrocity of wasting iron.
Rude.
Well, yeah. As soon as I get us to the point where we're making lead, or not lead, but gold, I'm gonna automate, because that way I can automate the castings and I can automate the hoppers into dumping everything down. It's just getting there. I didn't have anything to easily craft that into. I don't want a tier 2. I want the tier 1. So glass, lava bucket.
I'm currently on bonsai duty.
Yeah. Let that finish up. I think I have enough glass. I do.
I did it again.
You did it again.
Back at it. Yeah, I tried opening my inventory and I hit Q instead of E. Thank you.
It happens.
Ugh. Damn it.
Alright. Petrified. Yeah, we're not trying to be in a rush for anything or anything like that. There's my water bucket. Did you use all the lava by chance?
I didn't use any lava, hun.
Oh.
I haven't even had my hands on lava.
Fair.
So, no lavers for me.
No lava for you.
No soup for me.
No. No soup for you. They are going to make me use a regular bucket. Hey. Okay. This should be done. I love it. Try that. Grab one of these. See if any of those can hit that magic number to fill that up.
Yeah, like we said to another viewer, we're just a couple of grumbly old veterans just looking for ways to chill. And this seems to work. And they asked if you preferred old or modern tinkers.
Ooh. So I like the smelting of old tinkers. I like the smelting and everything of tinkers that are in 4. The newer, more modern tinkers, that's... There's things I like about it. It definitely feels a little bit more streamlined. but I liked the complexity of the old version. I liked the complexity and some of the things I could do with it in like Sky Factory.
You're in Sky Factory.
Yeah, but I mean, FTB has always had some pretty good stuff out there, so I can't fault them for something like that.
Gotta quit throwing my axe. I don't think we are ever going to run out of wood.
No, we won't. That's
ever.
That is not a concern.
Dumping all the things.
Well, no, that's just cruel.
What? I dumped it in the chest.
I know, I'm not talking about that.
Oh.
I like a lot of the probably like 1.1.12 era, 1.13 era mods like that. Some of the newer ones, yeah, they're nice. I enjoy it, but it's just that slight difference. To me.
Are you looking for something specific?
I was grabbing some iron trees. I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way.
Hey, Bob.
You know, I liked the ability, how we can combine everything here and really customize the tools in Tinkers. Yeah, 1.12 was huge on the mods, and I think 1.12 Tinkers was probably my absolute favorite, but it was also one of the more complex ones. I'm someone who really enjoys the more detailed things, and I think that's part of why I like Sky Factory, because it's A to B to C, and then you get to D, and you're like, oh wait, I need to go back and do 20 other things. So it's in my way, my versions, or my view rather. That's pretty fun to me. Sky Factory 5, we played a little bit. I've got some of the the 2 streams archived on YouTube, but you hit a point in that where there just wasn't a lot of path to progression, and that kind of killed it for me.
I'm just along for the ride.
Fair. I should introduce her to Galacticraft, where you can build rockets and go to other planets. But I think that was like 1.12. I don't even think that they maintained that one. Let those keep going. dislike modern Tinker's tool leveling mods, max level 5, yeah. Yeah. Like, I feel like most of the, if we're talking like from, enchantment style level ups and things like that, I would definitely agree. It makes it just very okay, it's a race to get there and then you're overpowered. But I mean, like, I've been using the. I will say I haven't used any of the modern Tinkers on Java. I've mainly used the modern Tinkers on Bedrock, only because that's what kiddos also play on. They don't play Java. They've only got access to Bedrock.
Well, I mean, we only have so many systems.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like for the most part they would still right now probably just get completely lost in a Java version like this. Oh yeah, yeah. I it was a beast, and they were overpowered. But the amount of work you had to do to get to them, for me, was what made it not so overpowered. Because I mean, at the end of the day, right? Like, if I get a there's that for you. If I can get a pick with efficiency 4 and fortune 3 on mending, at that point, no, I'm fine with getting the overpowered pick, only because it's not changing the gameplay. It's just making it to where I'm not farming all day.
I threw it back out.
Oh, thank you.
Did you get it?
I did not.
I think it went over there. Oh no, it went back in my inventory. 1 second. Good. Try that.
Now when you start getting like the weapons and the armor to the point where like the Ender Dragon can't even touch you. Oh, okay. We've kind of reached the level of.
What the fuck's the point?
Yeah, there's no challenge anymore. You want to chuck that back to me?
What'd you send me?
A bucket.
Oh yeah. There you go.
It sucks when they use these buckets. Perfectly good waste of clay.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Okay. Let's see.
What am I missing? Yeah, I don't know how they do it anymore. Like, I haven't played anything really with the new Tinkers in it that's not Bedrock.
That's my fault.
Do you have any cobble on you?
I have 1 piece of cobble.
Okay. Can I use it?
Yeah. I'm just pulling down all the acorns and sap.
Dink? I've never used that one. Or are you talking about crouch? Yeah, so Sky Factory 5, that was one other thing I didn't like. You had to use a paint can instead of doing the crouch jump. Or instead of doing the crouch to grow. I didn't like that.
Did you want this cobble?
Yeah, I'll grab it here in just a sec.
Okay, then. We have 5 total cobble and 12 total gravel.
Okay, I'm gonna use all that cobble.
Okay.
Yeah, so in Sky Factory 5, you use a watering can instead of just crouching. So it made it, like, to me it was so vastly different. And while I'm not opposed to different, it just ended up not being something I really enjoyed. That there. Yeah, no twerking. Made it very boring. Like, come on, that's part of the fun of this. All right, we have cobble automated.
Hooray!
So that'll be step 1 nice. Like, I think you twerked for everything in Sky Factory previously. No, I really do. If I remember right, 1, 2, and 3, you all did twerk growth too.
Ow. Made some space.
We just can never tell the girls that that's called twerk growth.
Please, for the love of God, don't.
The worst part, sticky keys.
I turned it off.
Oh yeah.
I flat up said no.
Well, then you play it for a while.
Listen,
and
my kids are 11. No twerking.
you know, you play it for a while, and you always remember to make sure sticky keys are off. Then Windows updates, and you don't play for like a month or so, and then you go back in, and immediately sticky keys.
Alright, I'm hucking some of these saplings out.
Which ones?
We have well over stacks of dirt and petrified.
Okay. I mean, I'd say we keep a stack, but...
I'm about to make more stacks.
Ah, okay.
Stacks on stacks.
Stacks on stacks on stacks?
They get to go to the forever.
Yeah. It's round.
It's massive.
Yes, I have, and back when I originally played. I found so many ways to just cheese through and make everything, and
Are you admitting to cheating?
it is not cheating, it is exploiting.
Go to your room.
But I'm in my room.
Semantics.
Howdy, howdy. Oh yeah, no, not flying. I found ways to absolutely exploit speed.
Hello, new Fran.
Howdy, howdy. How are you? Now, okay, I made the cobble generator, so that's good. Got that, got that. Still working on getting lead.
Churches, small rocks, lead.
Gotta get
What's a slime?
slime launcher. Yeah, that's one way to do it.
Oh, sad face.
Molten lead into a dark oak sapling gives me a lead sapling. Yes.
Can we automate some of these, please? Before you give me more saplings to just sit here in my little hut and constantly cut down?
No.
Well, fuck you then.
We're almost there. So the issue is we need to get to gold. And once we get to gold, we can make the castings. Because
First
clay.
you get the khakis, then you get the chicks.
Yes, first you get the khakis, then you get the chicks. Sam, unfortunately, no. We only do local network sharing. I don't open the network to the public.
Just me and the mister for now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Nibs in a minute.
She's right there.
Oh, Nibbabits. Hi, sweet girl. Mwah. Pretty girl. You're so pretty. You're
So
so
I already have a lapis sapling.
Thank you for asking, though.
So we use lapis or amber.
Yeah, but
Yeah. I have one about this the hardest way possible to make lapis.
sounds about right.
Because why would I ever do it in the easy method? That's no fun. Right? So now we grab the lead
The
amber,
military taught us to do everything
petrified
the hard way.
sand, iron. There's my iron. I've got petrified. There's my sand. There's my lead amber. Okay, what's up? That dirty don't bother me. we're both veterans, so there's not much you could dirty interpret, so to speak.
Well, there's not much you could say that A, we either haven't heard, or
Yeah.
B, would honestly make us blush.
So typically, I would say I like big chests,
Not me.
and she is a fan of the small chests.
Well, it depends, because, like, when we were playing... Yours is right there!
Oh,
Goddamn. When we were playing, Better on Bedrock,
mhm.
when we were going through that mansion, the big chests we were able to put, like, picture frames on for us to be able to sort out and say this is what's here, and still open it. But, I don't know, for sorting, I like the smaller chests.
Yeah. Now, I will say, as opposed to all of that, filing cabinets. In Sky Factory 4, filing cabinets freaking win.
Can I at least use one of them? Thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks, charging. What's this one? Wildberry?
Yeah, it's one that's been down here a while and like almost dead.
No.
Or is it dead?
No, it's just disgusting.
That's fair.
Bleh, bleh, bleh,
First
bleh.
one, yeah, it can be easier to find stuff in the small ones. I'll give you that. Typically, if I'm going to use a bunch of small chests, I'd rather use barrels over chests because they're easier to stack next to each other, and you don't have to leave space above them to open.
That's fair. I do like barrels. Barrels are what we have in the actual castle in Better on
Yeah.
Bedrock.
That's fair. Right, depends on what you're trying to do. If I'm doing like just straight mass storage of ores, absolutely large chest win. And typically I will end up building a storage depot.
What you need?
I am just sorting in the stuff that I have made so I can figure out what our next step is.
Okay.
Because otherwise my inventory is going to fill up and then I'm going to get cranky.
Well, do we need to make... I made a bunch of clay for us to make another bonsai.
Okay. Let's see. So we've done that. Okay, now I can make gold. What do I need for the gold amber?
Caps lock is not shift.
Yeah. Yellow dye. Well, good thing I have a yellow plant. And then iron, lead, and sand.
Here's your clay for the bonsai. Do you want me to go kiln it?
Yeah.
Oops, not gravel. Lapis doesn't go there. Lapis goes here.
Yeah. Huge ones can be really nice. So, molten gold, oak sapling. I should have an oak in here. Do I not have an oak?
Oh, you didn't toss me a wooden.
I don't have an oak sapling. Dirt sapling, water to oak. Okay.
Okay, Bob.
Yeah, huge storage chests. Definitely a good way to start the day off. Let that cook. I don't want the sharpening kit. I want the ingot cast. So I need a brick. And then gold. That will work just fine. Grab those.
Are you taking my clay?
I took one. I took the stack of bricks that we had there.
I thought you were gonna make a bonsai thing for the lead.
I will.
Or do we not need that?
I will. But I needed that for this. Oh,
Whee!
almost.
I'm gonna fix that edge over there
Okay,
so we're not losing stuff.
that's fair.
See if I can't get myself to fall off.
Ooh, favorite mods. It depends.
No!
So it depends on what I'm doing. If we're doing a game like Sky Factory, then absolutely Tinkers is one of my all-time go-tos.
I'm gonna die.
Almost.
I was excited there for a second.
Right, Tinkers is probably one of my all-time go-tos for a lot of things. Other shift, I found.
Fair, thank you.
You're welcome.
That was exciting.
Then after that, probably Dimensions. We'll have to see how the kiddos react to me playing some of the more horror-y ones.
Horror-y.
Shh. Shh. But yeah, we'll see how it all goes. It's just kind of finding what we want to do and all that good stuff. Really, I didn't know that. That went in there. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there.
I don't need to know where I died. I'm well aware.
But
But nothing.
Alrighty, so iron. Make all the iron amber. Right? Yeah, that was probably one of those first things that they did, and I was like, the what? You have to super fuel lava now?
I just work here.
I'm the mad scientist. She just works here.
I'm the nerdy assistant along for the ride.
Like, I mean, I get why they do it. Totally get it. But it's one of those where, especially with like Sky Factory, where you have this initial slow, and I will agree with that. Like, there comes a point where, yeah, it becomes just too tedious overall.
You know I have no problem doing the tedious work, though.
I know. Like, right now, this, I would argue, is a very tedious task to do.
Why do you think I'm sitting here just chopping down the bonsai plants?
I know.
Like,
But,
I like staring at Excel spreadsheets. I like tedious.
yeah, but there's nothing wrong with staring at Excel spreadsheets. If I can speak properly.
Good work.
This is better than teaching class.
That's fair.
Alright, let's see. I need those guys. Hey, I remembered the hopper.
Woot!
Here's that.
Yay!
Which one do you want me to automate first?
Whichever one you need more.
We probably should automate iron first.
Okay, then there's the answer to your question, babe. Hold on, I haven't picked it up yet. There it goes. And then we have chests over her. Well, we did.
I have them.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Might I have the hopper?
No, you can put the chest down. I can put the hopper down.
I need to make the bonsai hopper.
Oh, fine. Fine then. Oh, you would love to teach a class about Minecraft. So would my kids.
There. Now you can put that down.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I totally could do a class on Minecraft. That would absolutely not be a problem for me.
I think you need to put the dirt down, yeah?
Yeah. Boom.
Hooray!
Huzzah!
So should we keep this in here or move it outside?
We're gonna want to move this somewhere. Start making like an actual storage area.
Okay.
Time to build a barn.
I was just gonna build down. Unless you want me to build out. I don't care.
Oh, I don't care one way or the other.
Ow.
Minecraft class exists. Yeah. Well, see, you have to do like Minecraft 101. And then you have to do like a Minecraft 102 and then like a 201 and a 202.
Alright, you're getting too much in this.
You know, like the first class is just going through regular Minecraft. Then you gotta start with the mods and the differences between Java and Bedrock. And I really hope they don't parody everything in Java to Bedrock. I hope they parody the other way around. Because to be honest, like the fact that in Bedrock I can't put a torch in my hand is bull.
That's some bullshit.
That's some major bullshit. In the words of Harry Vanderspiegel, that's some bullshit.
Son of a bitch.
You know, I mean, and I understand that they're built with different programming languages, so they have different limits, but alright, got enough for a second hopper. That can go there, that can go there. What do we hopper next? Probably clay.
Whatever you need.
I don't honestly have much of an opinion on Create Mod. I haven't done much with it. Iron leaves, iron acorns. Alright, clay's going. What's next? Silver. Yeah, like I said, I like complex things, but there absolutely, like you say, does come a point where just no. Oh, we'll get to it. Get this stuff made first. Yeah. Sorry.
What's up?
They're also probably not the most marketed, are they? Yeah, YouTube thinks 5 ads are too less, right? Like we're slowly trying to grow YouTube, and I'm doing it mainly with the streams, and then splitting my streams into shorts and all that good stuff, and just slowly grow it out that way. Who knows? Maybe someday it'll do something where we at least get monetized off it, but
I expect nothing.
yeah. You know, what with everybody just AIing everything, and I can't complain too much. I fall down the AI story rabbit holes all the time. What I can do with an acorn.
I like that you can make torches with coal acorns.
Right? Yay, stuff's in there.
Am I making it difficult for you?
No.
Oh my gosh. I'm getting too old for this.
Right? All right. What's the next one you want automated?
Whatever you need. I'm gonna keep answering the same question. Same answer. Is this asparagus?
What?
Oh, it's wheat. Looks like asparagus.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, YouTube definitely has went down the how much money can we get out of everybody. I very much feel like the ads are becoming more like Ready Player One, where the companies are going, well, how much of the UI and just how much ads can we push on them before they say we're done?
Oui.
We?
Oui.
We? Still have yet to make a bed.
Well, I mean, it's not like we go anywhere new when we die.
That's fair. So, iron and petrified. And a coal. Okay. Yeah, yeah, they they messed up with that. The new Ironwood, or not Ironwood, the new Borderlands 4 package they made.
Oh, Mike and I were talking about that earlier.
Yeah,
Like, here, spend $150 on this extra special, super amazing thing. Game not included.
right. Like, and you then there's going to be a collector's edition of the game too, or the game as well. And don't get me wrong, we play the shit out of Borderlands.
Well, I plan on getting it.
I plan on probably streaming Borderlands. I can easily stream from my PS5, or I can just hook my video capture back up and stream it through my computer. Yeah, we were talking about that too with the Switch, where they're like, you don't even own the hardware, so if you mod it at all, we just deactivate you. But I mean, the same thing's true of streaming videos, right? Like, you don't own the videos in your Amazon library, because they can at any point in time just forever Thanos snap them out of existence, and there's nothing you can do about it.
We have the startable basement thing.
Yay! Yay, basement. You have some trees. I don't know if you've grabbed these ones.
Probably not if they're newly made.
Yeah.
Still nothing from Jennifer.
No, nothing from them yet.
Like, we should expect to hear something, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting worried.
Yeah. That's not what I wanted to do. Why are you there? No, that's going pretty far. I feel like, even for Nintendo. I mean, and then same thing with like how hard they've came after Pal World, when there's so many other games that did the things
There's
before
bajillion of mobile games
that they
made.
haven't attacked. Howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, new friend.
And it's just, it's crazy.
I like me some Pal World.
Mm-hmm. We need to log into that soon and check on everybody.
Yeah.
We need to max out and get ready for the Terraria update, honestly.
In just a few days.
Yep, we are so waiting for it. I saw them when they dropped their new trailer and notified it in Discord. I was like, oh, hold on, we're gonna just stop talking about whatever we're doing and we're gonna go watch that. Definitely think we should stream Pal World though. We're very much Well, that variety gamers. Like, there's no one game that we play.
More often than not, I mean, we'll play something for a while and then be like, this just isn't hitting it.
Yeah, or it was, and now it's not.
Oh, Nibby. Nibby's kaput.
Yeah, she's done for.
She is kaput.
She is all the crisp.
I heard you. Little girl. Minimal movement on your part.
She doesn't want to move. She's comfy.
I know she is. We made her the perfect little spot. Oh, big yawns.
Mm-hmm. I have to set up a freaking security cam that we can stream just for the animals.
We were doing that for a while for the boys.
Yeah. Stream it when the sugar gliders are out and playing around and having fun.
So let's play. So I can take play out of here.
Build something so that if they submit like bits in Twitch, it gives the boys a treat.
Oh, that would be awesome. Oh my gosh, but we would have to be careful.
They would get so fat.
I know, that's why I said we would have to be careful with that. But we have those tiny little yogurt drops, those micro ones.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cute.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
I've really thought about it.
Yeah, but then the cats would need treats.
Okay, and I build one for them too. The boys are just the easiest to do because it's an enclosed environment.
I know. But we need to fix their cage up.
Yeah, but I mean also now that hopefully this comes through, freaking stop giving us updated match searches. I don't want the updated match search. I want the they have signed as well.
Are we able to say any news?
I mean, you can, yeah.
Question mark, please.
Because I figure with them, then we could build a nice little
enclosure
for them.
Too bad it's not that one that was on the reserve though.
Right.
With the glass room.
Yeah.
That would have been so cool.
So like we've been house hunting for 3
What?
years.
2 years, 3 years.
3 years. And I happen to find this one, and we look at it. It is phenomenal, and it has almost like a museum style room, where all of the interior walls and doors are just glass, and that sounds crazy, but we have sugar gliders,
And they would have loved it.
and it would have been amazing for them. I am the taller one.
Huh?
I am the tall one.
Who's taller in your room? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's much taller than me. I'm only 5'9".
But it would have been fantastic for the sugar gliders because it would give them all this space to play in and live in, and we could easily temperature control it for them, and I could build them kind of like a mini Australia. You know, put trees in there. But unfortunately, it is on an Indian reservation. And it's not listed that it's on an Indian reservation. So we weren't even eligible to purchase, which sucked.
Yeah.
Because I would have bought it sight unseen.
Do these stairs do the same thing that the ones in Bedrock do? Oh yeah, they do.
Yep.
Hey. What'd they
He
say?
goes, "Wait, wifey is 5'9". How tall is he then? 6'2"? No, I'm like 5'11". I get up to about 6'1", 6'2" if I don't cut my hair, because I fro. I have the ginger fro.
Oh my goodness.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. I don't know. I lost some height after I broke my back, but
That's fair.
I refuse to give up my 5'9" status. That was wrong. That's not where I wanted that. Put down right. Thank you. Jesus. Much more easier to get to.
Right? I don't know why it took me so long to make
Aw.
that pool.
We're sorry about the ads, y'all. Unfortunately, we have twin 11-year-olds we've got to care for, and sometimes the extra money is needing to go to them.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And one of them likes to just eat through shoes.
She likes to eat in general.
That's fair.
But for an 11-year-old, she's also the size of what? A 16-year-old?
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Sorry. Back to high talk.
Yeah, the one twin, she's
She's damn near as tall as me.
yeah. Like I'm worried if she keeps growing.
Yeah, no shit.
Because she's gonna be at the Big and Tall store very shortly.
Yeah, I have one twin that's appropriately sized for an 11-year-old. And then her twin is in like size 16 clothes, and she comes up to what, my shoulders now?
Yeah.
Higher?
Yeah.
But she makes her sister look like a fucking micro machine.
Oh yeah.
But as you know, she also likes to hurt herself and
Yeah.
you know, break her own toes by stepping on her own feet, and she's like a baby deer. She doesn't know how to walk well with the size of her legs and things.
I have never heard her described that way.
As a baby deer?
Yeah. But
It fits.
it absolutely fits.
I'm about to OSHA all that down there.
Okay.
I just need some sticks. Yeah, she's
Yeah, it's
the amount I've had to pay in copays lately, let me tell you.
I would say I would not be surprised if when she's done she's 6 foot something. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either, but still makes me sad that she's gonna be taller than me. But she does like playing basketball, so that
Yeah.
works.
I mean, if she gets that tall, good basketball, good volleyball.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll hurt herself less at volleyball.
No.
Shh. I have to have my hope.
You can have your hope. That's fine.
No, you are supposed to crouch and place things down, not...
I blocked myself in. Ow.
Alright, so we got iron going right there. Yeah. You'll see.
You seek what you need. So no wonder I really liked all of it.
My wisdom of the ages was always you can be stupid or you can be smart or you can be strong. Pick one.
Yeah, but that's our generation. Honestly. Because my dad used to say that to Philip all the time.
Yeah.
So did my grandfather. Alright. Will this work for now?
Yeah.
That way we're not dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all that really means is you either get paid to work with your mind or you get paid to work with your body.
Giggity? What did I miss?
I don't mean on the corner.
Oh.
You know, of course, back then, shit, college was probably half of what it is now.
Have you put the saplings in these yet?
I put whatever was in them as I brought them down. I haven't, like, split out anything yet.
Not what I'm asking. I'm asking if you, like...
Oh, yeah, there's saplings in them. There's probably not enough light.
Oh, okay. Well, I can fix it.
Oh, yeah. Now there's a lot that goes into CNC machine work. Are you doing custom CNC work or like tool and die work? Come on, why are we not growing?
I think it's just taking the sapling out, isn't it?
No. Because see how it says iron sapling, clay sapling, dirt. Oh, we may not have enough vertical space yet.
Do I need... Well, what about putting the slab ones down then?
Yeah, so it was just we didn't have enough vertical space.
Okay. So, I'd be careful because you end up doing this one, you're gonna get water on your noggin.
Yeah. There, those are all growing. 3-axis, kind of small, medium-sized stuff. Okay, yeah. I mean, there's money to be made in it. I mean, I came from came from teaching in that world and teaching in electromechanical and machinist work and all of that. And there's you get good trade skills and you're set.
She said it's out for signatures.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yay, world backup. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Yeah. Random hiccups. Hey.
Oh, that's the loud squeaking that you hear from me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stretch for a minute.
Okay.
We should probably wrap up in about 30 minutes.
Yeah. All right. Oh, going back to like mods, inventory sort mods. Absolutely, I feel like are a must anymore. I don't care about most of the other stuff, but I want my inventory sorting. Yeah. Yeah. Like again, it's one of those where I don't mind doing the work, but just give me an inventory sort mod. It's not hard. They don't break anything or detract from anything. Son of a bitch. Do I have wood? I do have wood. Awesome. It is the best and most frustrating experience of your life and totally worth it.
What, the military?
Kids.
Oh.
Since you mentioned them having kids, is it hard having kids?
Oh, yeah.
It is not uncommon for us to just be absolutely fried
Crispy.
by the end of the day. It is super common for that to happen. But at the same time, they're at their dad's house right now,
Sadly.
and we'd do anything to have them back. Like, it really is the epitome of you love them, and then you want to string them up by their toes.
Which we threaten often.
Yeah.
And then they stick their feet in our faces.
Yeah. Now I can say go mow the yard.
Soon, yeah. Even though each one has their own challenges, like one of them was diagnosed with POTS recently, so that's been really difficult on her. It's a sickness that causes your heart rate to skyrocket with any little thing. That's been really challenging for her and has caused some behavioral problems. And the other one, as tall as she can be, she doesn't necessarily want to grow up and act her age, so that's challenging too. But you know, we take it all in stride.
Yeah, I mean, I came into their lives probably after that phase.
Oh, the chicken nuggets?
Wanting chicken nuggets and then crying because they didn't get them.
No, you didn't. That's Evie all the way.
That's fair, yeah.
Eve still is like, if she could survive off of chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, and chocolate milk, she would.
Yeah. But, I mean, she doesn't necessarily cry about it.
Well, think of when we were camping not too long ago and she wanted to buy a stuffy with her allowance and it would have taken all of her allowance. Yeah. I wasn't talking her out of that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's still times where emotions get the best of them. But, all in all, they're still in the trying to figure out who they are stage.
Yeah. You know, I mean...
Oh, he said read again, you read wrong.
Sometimes because of the stupidest stuff like wanting chicken nuggets, but then because they didn't actually want them.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely past that stage.
Yeah, or eating a green light bulb. So here's the deal. They eat a green light bulb. They eat a light bulb. I'll take them to the hospital. We'll work through it. They're paying the bill.
No, they're not. Knock it off. They're definitely past the I want something and then cry because it's not. They want chicken nuggets, but it's not Dino Nuggies, and you didn't put the ketchup in the right spot, kind of thing. The smaller twin was very particular growing up. She was like super independent from go when they were still in car seats and about 2 years old. I had to do a lot of traveling back and forth between Kodiak and Anchorage because I was like a medical flight attendant for the military, and sometimes I would have to take them with me. And if you helped her, like, with putting her leg through a pant leg, she would take her pants off and do it all on her own. The same was said for trying to take her car seat from what was called the Pumpkin. It's like a big orange metal structure that they take on and off the C-130s. If I were to carry her car seat...
oh, he's in ads right now.
Oh, okay. Fuck them. I'll wait till he's back. Brother, look at all the licorice I got.
Mm-hmm.
He got me green apple, watermelon, and classic red.
Those ads seem mighty, like...
Aggressive?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much is it to remove ads from Twitch?
Oh, thank you.
Brother, you can't have licorice. So, if I was removing her car seat from the structure that they take on and off the C-130 for all the luggage, and I carried it from the plane to where the seating area is, the terminal, she would drag the whole thing back to where it started on the flight line and try to pull it all the way back. Otherwise, it was a meltdown. So there was one point where she's dragging it across the hangar, and this lady is like, "Oh, hon, I'll help you," and I'm like, "Please don't, because then we'll have to start over." But yeah, they definitely have they've grown out of that phase pretty well. He's looking at if he can reduce the ads.
There. Hopefully that works.
Well, hopefully it doesn't kick him into another ad. That would suck.
Yeah.
So he adjusted it to one ad every 60 minutes.
Yeah, one break every 60 minutes.
It's kind of a long ad, so if it throws you back into it, we're sorry. Yeah. We miss the old days of a lot of things.
Right?
Is there anything that you want to work on before we wrap it up for the day?
I'm working on bringing some of the trees down.
Well, you've got 5 still up here. Do you have spots for them?
I've got spots for 3. There's 4. I remember when I was younger and milk cost half as much.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I remember when fuel was 75 cents a gallon.
Yeah. That's about what it was when I was going to LCC.
I also remember when diesel was way cheaper than unleaded. Like if unleaded was $1, diesel was 50 cents.
Is that Jennifer?
Bullshit.
No.
Here's another vehicle, or here's another map search update.
Grumble, grumble.
$1.25 a liter. Are you talking about for milk?
Milk. That was messages.
Wasn't that? Or at least it wasn't a group. Sorry, we're like super waiting on the response to an offer. Fuel? Oh, are you European then?
Can you tell Dad to bring us to a new daycare? Even me hate it there. Iris said, everyone wants to know what's going on with Evie and steals her stuff.
No, I was just asking, like, are you from Europe then? If you're quoting like a $1.25 a liter.
Canada A?
No, they still do gallon.
Do they?
Yeah, they do fuel and gallon, I think. I don't know.
I brought stuff down.
Okay. Oh, shit.
There goes my phone.
Hopper behind you, so you can
Hopper
make a
behind.
bonsai.
Do I just put them together?
Yep.
Like this?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't want to put that there. Rude.
I gotta be so rude.
There we go. And then need dirt.
Well,
Do we know which one we want this to be, or does it matter?
it doesn't matter. So, I mean, I've spent a lot of time, well, not a lot of time, but I've spent time in Germany, England, a little bit of time in France, Poland.
Not me.
Ironically, that was all after the military.
I stayed mostly states, but bounced around everywhere. I did hurricane relief for the Bahamas and Puerto Rico. Was up in Alaska for a while. Alaska's like a whole nother world.
Yeah, it is. But it's amazing.
It is amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
If there were better schools for the girls up there,
You can't say we'd go up there because we would never see our families.
that's true. Yeah, but I'm okay without seeing my mom.
I know you're fine with that, but still.
Yeah, but it is nice to see your dad and my aunt. All right. Let me come over here. Grab you.
Could say one hit and you might already know the country.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out what else I said. People hate me, kick me, punch, throw stuff, and destroy my stuff, ban me for no reason. Stuff that she makes and tries to steal stuff she brings home. Accidentally sent this stuff to him and he yelled at me for saying this. People, what? He yelled at her? People are trying to steal the stuff she brings there. I'm gonna call him
Yep.
if you want to wrap this up.
Yep. We're
Thanks
gonna
for chatting with us. I
Yeah,
gotta deal
we
with
gotta
the kiddo
go deal
issue.
with kiddo issues. So thank you so much. We are gonna hop off for now.
May try same time tomorrow.
Yeah, probably gonna try again same time tomorrow, same place. If not Minecraft, then I may be flying. Who knows? But thank you so much and have a wonderful evening. You as well. Have a good one.